Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now, I did say that I was going to have my niece and nephew here to give you their opinion on Galaxy's Edge, but due to schedules and everything, so Galaxy's Edge, it was cool, you the sound of things flying over your head when they're not really flying over your head, it just sounds like it. I mean, it was cool, but I wish there was more rides. There's so many shops, so many tiny little shops. It's like, why didn't you put more rides? The biggest expansion, and you only have, well, at the time, one ride working. And this one ride, I mean, it was cool for like the first couple times, but it's the same over and over and over again. And I went on it 5 times so I could get, well, I went on an extra time. No, 5 times. Yeah, fine. Went on 5 times because I was thinking, 5 times? I went on Smuggler's Run 5 times, 4 times to get all the spots, and then the fifth time was the last ride of the last day. So, and that's why we did it because it was not a lot of weight, and yeah. But honestly, I wish it was different, like Star Tours. I wish it was different every time you rode on it. Kind of boring now. I'm kind of like, okay, I don't need to go on that. I've been on every spot. So there's pilot, gunner, and engineer. But the pilot, there's two different pilots, which is cool. And I mean, it's a cool idea because you hit the buttons and it tells you your accuracy and everything. But I wish it was different every time because, I don't know, I just got bored of it. But if you do go on it and you want a really easy one, the easiest, well, accuracy wise, is the engineer. Now, the engineer, you hit a lot of buttons, so you're really active in the rides. But the gunner, I will go on it one more time because I just remembered the gunner, you can do non automated or automated. And my nephew said it's a lot harder without being automated. So I'm going to try that next time. But the cool thing about Smuggler's Run is you really do feel like you're in the Millennium Falcon. Now, if you get sick on Star Tours, do not go on the Smuggler's Run. Do not go on it because it will make you even worse. Not that it's not like, well, it's more bumpy. It's not like fast or anything. It's just bumpy and you're looking at a screen. So if you get sick on Star Tours, you really get sick on this ride. So don't go on Smuggler's Run unless it's probably like the last day of the last ride of the last day, maybe, because so it doesn't ruin your trip. But be warned. Um, so we tried the blue and green milk. The blue milk I like the best. They kind of taste weird, kind of like a slushy kind of. It's hard to say the taste, but my niece, that's two, she loved them both. I know it's gonna sound gross, but we all tried it with one because it's like $8 for a cup. So it's pretty expensive, but she would not give it back. So when she tried it, it was done. No more. No more. It was funny how she, give it back. No! Like she just loved it. And then there's a cantina. There's a cantina. It was pretty small. You have to have reservations, but luckily the cast member was nice and let us in. Now, it's expensive. Like, we had got 2 drinks and Jello, and it was like $35. It was pretty expensive, and the cast member wasn't that nice either. Which I'm like, yeah, you want tips, so shouldn't you be nicer? So let me tell you the story of what happened. So my husband went in there before, and there was this drink he wanted me to try because it like numbs your mouth. And I guess it was an alcohol drink, and he didn't know that because they don't check ID, which is really weird because I thought you have to always check ID. At least where I used to work at Target, it wouldn't let us go through the transaction without scanning the ID. So I don't know why that you don't check there. Maybe it's some California law. I don't know because I don't know California, so it might be some California law. Anyway, so he kept at like, like when you're in disbelief, you're like, really? Really? So he kept doing that, and she was like, yeah, it's alcohol. Like, you could tell she was getting annoyed. Sorry, that's my son. And so I said, well, yeah, she would know the drinks because she works here. And so, like, after that, she was pretty rude. She got me my drink. My drink was pretty good. I liked it. I can't remember exactly. It had like, it was like lemonade, raspberry mix, but it was pretty good. But so she didn't give us our Jello, and sometimes how waiters and waitresses they forget, which totally fine. Uh, so other people came up. We were at the bar area, and other people came up to the bar area as well, and she just started helping them. She wasn't like, I'm gonna help these guests, and then I'll come back and I'll go get your Jello. She didn't say anything like that. So she just kind of gave us the cold shoulder. And then after she helped them, she left. Like she went around. So in the cantina, you can't see on the other side because there's this wall. So she went around. So we couldn't see where she went. So I was thinking maybe she was off or she went on break. But I was definitely thinking that she forgot. And so I was like, oh, it's okay, get that shy mode and not want to say anything. But then this other cast member came, and my husband was like, well, where's the Jello? He didn't say exactly like that. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was along those lines, like we ordered Jello and we don't have it. And she was like, well, I think she went to go get it. And so she came back and she had the Jello, and she was like, see, I told you. Like, she was really nice. The other one, the first one was not. And then I don't know if she was talking about us, but it kind of seemed like it because she went back and was like whispering about something, and I was just like, really, even if she wasn't talking about us, she shouldn't have been doing that in front of us because it's Galaxy's Edge, and you're supposed to keep the role, a lot more than the other part. The other ones are supposed to as well, but Galaxy's Edge is completely different than with Disneyland. You're really supposed to keep your role. You're supposed to feel like that you just live on this planet. And she wasn't doing that. She was really quite rude. And I was just like, really, you pay all this money for drinks and you want tips as well. So you need to earn those tips. Just because, yeah, you may be wanting that money. Oh, well, obviously you want the money for, the tips and stuff. You need to earn it. That's how I feel. And also we tried, so I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So I was like, okay, let's go. And we were gonna take the Jello, but we couldn't take the Jello out. So you can't take anything out, not even the Jello. The Jello is non-alcoholic. I don't drink alcohol, so my drink was non-alcoholic. The Jello was non-alcoholic, and you couldn't even take it out, which the cast member that told us was very nice. There was just that one cast member, which I was just like, really? You understand you have bad days or whatever, but people are spending a lot of money in here for two drinks, 35 for two drinks and Jello, $35. Like that's really expensive, and you think, you want me to tip you as well. So, I mean, really. Um, but there was a cast member that did tell me that she heard that Disney is going to expand the cantina into a restaurant. So let's hope that that's that's true, that actually happens because it's so tiny in there, and people would eat in there. It's really cool in there, especially if you love Star Wars. But remember to get a reservation. Of course, if it's not busy, the cast members will let you in. If it's going to be a busy time of year, definitely get a reservation. Now, Rise of the Resistance wasn't open yet. We went right before. We were like, it's going to be crazy busy, and it is crazy busy at Rise of the Resistance. But like I said, there's just so many dinky shops that they could just combine into one store and make a different ride. I think it'd be cool to make a ride like Pandora, where it's pod racing. I mean, people would love that. I think that would be cool if you are on a pod, and it's cool. That'd be fun. But it, I was just disappointed a little bit because of the lack of things. Like I really did. I was just like, well, they could have built so many more rides, you know. So I don't know. Maybe they will. Hopefully they will because it's not something I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go to every day. It's not something like that. And I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, and that could be why as well. What was cool about it though is the characters walk around, stormtroopers talking to you, and them staying in character is really cool. And you can play back with them. And when we were there, they brought out that huge R2D2. It was big. I was like, whoa, it'd be life size. So I know I did see on 80s night that they brought out C3PO as well. So maybe they'll do both. But my sister told me this story is so funny. So my nephews love Star Wars Galaxy. I actually wanted to get a video of them, but they ran in ahead of me. And I even told them I was like, I want to get a video, but they can hold their excitement, so they ran in. But so the R2D2 came up to him and did the little beepy noises, and the cast member was like, he's asking if you're with the resistance, and he said always. So funny. He's 8 years old, so it's so funny. He loves Star Wars. He built one of the droids. I'll show you a video of the droids. They're pretty cool. But what I don't like about the droids is the heads fall off a lot. We got the BB-8 version. I'll show you a video sometime and show you what I'm talking about. So the R2D2 might be a better one to get so the head doesn't fall off. And also you have to take it apart to turn it on and off, which I was like, can they figure out somehow? Because they're way expensive. They're like 100 and I think with taxes like $110. And then beside that is a personality chip, which is $15. You have to buy that separate. I know it's crazy. You think that would be included, but it's not. But also, I mean, I got lost a lot in Galaxy's Edge, so I'm definitely gonna have to go more to figure my way around. There's 3 entrances. It's huge. It's really big. Uh, it's really cool. Like it is cool how they did everything and having the characters walk around and you can play with them. There's Kylo Ren walking around. We saw Rey. Stormtroopers walk around a lot. And I don't know what they're called, but the military people for the rebel for the bad guys. See, I don't know really a lot about Star Wars. I'm like, yeah. Oh, there was. So in Smuggler's Run, not in the ride, but in the line, they are playing space poker and they have these cards. They're cool looking. And I was telling my niece and nephew, I'm like, that'd be cool if they made those cards. They're like, yeah. And my niece was like, well, but it would be hard because I was like, no, I can set instructions to teach people how to play. And then I was in one of those dinky little shops and I found the cards. So I bought it for them and they were so excited when they saw it and they love the game. And I'll show you if you want me to how to play the game. It's really not hard. It's pretty fun. But yeah, that's Galaxy's Edge. If you do love Star Wars, I'm sure you'll be like, I want to stay here all day. It's so awesome. But if you're like me and you're like, okay, then you'll think the same thing. Where's all the rides? But I hope to get on Rise of the Resistance. I know it's hard, it's difficult to get on. Sorry, my son's tired, so if you hear a lot of whining in the video, I'm sorry. I'm to get him to sleep. But anyway, so oh my gosh, I forgot. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I hope to get on Rise of the Resistance. It's quite difficult, I hear. You have to be in there like right when it opens and get the pass, the boarding pass. So hopefully when I go, it's not crazy. So I don't know if I like that way of doing it or just waiting in a line of the queue. Um, but I don't know. If you guys have been on Rise of the Resistance, let me know how you like the boarding pass situation. If you would rather just stay in line, stay in a queue, and or do you like the boarding pass situation? Let me know. And I thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And also follow me on Instagram where you know when I upload a new video. And hope you have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye.